So this week we're going to upgrade our workspace. We're the White family. We live in rural Alaska, and for us it's DIY all day, every day. Hi guys, happy Monday. We're back in our workshop, but this time we're not working on a project. We're actually working on our workshop. We don't actually have a dedicated workshop. All we have is the 2-car garage that's part of our house in the basement. What we've done is converted one bay of the garage into our workshop.
So one of the things we're going to do today, obviously you can see we have cabinets here in the back, and we don't have any doors. So we're going to go ahead and put some doors on it. We're going to make them really simple, but make them look nice. All I did was get some 1x4s, and then I went ahead and got some pocket holes put in here. Boom. Then we're going to go ahead and put a piece of plywood on the back side, and then we're going to go ahead and paint them up, get some hinges put in them. So this work table that we have in our shop, it's actually something that we built a long time ago, and it's nothing more than 2x4s, makeshift. We put in some drawers. Obviously you can see there's nothing really fancy about it. It's just this really heavy duty work table. We put a piece of melamine on top for works purposes. We added this Craig clamping system onto it, which is really nice. It's kind of dual purpose. It's a workspace setup. You can do your face frames, everything, but you can clean it off and it becomes a feed table for now table saw, so you can run full sheets of plywood. I love this clamp system because it's literally pull it in, throw it in the drawer, grab it, you're set back up on here. They're auto clamps, done, and you can just go ahead and build away. So our workspace is built up for function more than anything, but I have this wife named Anna White, and she likes to make things pretty, so we're going to turn this shop into something that looks really nice. This one goes here. We're looking for 1¼ overlay hinges that we're going to put in here, so it'll be something like that, and it will hide the vacuum.
Still got some of that gray paint left over.
What, that stuff?
Yeah, this stuff that just, the tan that never ends, so we're being frugal. We're just going to use up whatever we have, and we might have to buy 1 more gallon to finish this whole project up. And I like the color. It's a really nice gray. Let me see what color that is. So a lot of people ask. It is called Gateway Gray. So
you're going to paint all them cabinets?
My plan is to paint this one because they'll be open, and the other ones will have doors on them, so I don't have to paint the insides.
They'll look good when they're done.
Yeah, they're great.
So I got these extra timbers, and I'm trying to figure out a project for them. I think I have. So I'm going to build them into a couple of nice little benches. I hate to see this just go to firewood. A nice 3x12 live edge. We're going to marry it up with some random timbers that we have left over from some of the projects, and see if we can't knock out a couple of benches for maybe around the fire pit or up in the living room, anywhere. So this is going to be the top. I'm going to leave the live edge out. I went and cut some of these beams. These beams are actually from the house. This one was left over. It was a spare. It was one that we had a little bit left over from when we did the stairs this summer. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach them there. And I ripped up some of the 3x12 here, some 45s. Going to go ahead and put them in there. You know, we're working with something that's pretty big, substantial. It's a big timber, it's 3 inches. So as this thing dried, it's got a little bit of cut to it. This will help support the base, and then that way, hopefully, when this is all put together, it doesn't have the rocking motion or, you know, these are the kind of things that you deal with when you're dealing with big timber and lumber. And then, you know, it may not be perfect, but that's not the look we're going for.
Got these knocked out.
How you looking on the can? Not bad.
I think we're gonna need another gallon though.
Yeah, that looks pretty good though.
Yeah, I think it'll make the space feel fresh and professional. So I'm excited. We finally ran out of paint, and we've got to get another can to finish the doors and then paint the base frames and down here. So we made a good start, but we got a little bit of time left in our days, so there's another project I want to tackle. So I'm working on a sign for my shop, so people that watch the videos know where to go to get free plans. It'll be in the background. And what I'm going to do is take these pieces like this. Those will be my supports. And I'm going to Craig jig those together so it'll be nice and strong. And then I can just nail these guys to the sides. And then this is the back. I'll flip it over and put the plywood in from the front. All right, I got those pocket holed together. You can see the screws in there. So I'm going to come down and nail those two on. Then we'll take the plywood, we'll glue the sign to it, and then set it in like that. So I just got done staining this cute little frame, and the color is Briar Smoke by Berthy, and it's a nice grayish brown. It's actually a really good color. I think you guys like it.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Huh? My goodness. Come on, show me a smiley face. Come on.
Alright.
Show me a smiley face.
On.
No,
What?
I want to see a smiley face.
Okay.
Oh, look, somebody's painting the face frames.
Okay.
Look at that.
Hold on. What you do to get this uneven, you position it where you want it, and then you hold half of it down. And then you spray half at a time. Ugh. I might get my phone there.
It'll come off your screen.
Okay, so you only do half at a time. That way you can position that half. And then I can fold this half up, do this half. That way you're not guessing. It looks good every time. Okay, and then this can just go in there. It's so tight, I don't think we even need to nail it.
Who's Anna White?
It's a website.
You know who she is?
It's a website where you can get free plans. Let me just put that up.
Free plans. Well, all the cabinets are painted now, so we can kind of start putting everything back together. And that stack of doors that's over there, ready to go, can be installed, and then it'll look like a really nice shop. So we got all the doors hung. We got to put the drawer faces on. But so I got to reinstall the saw back on here, and then we can cut them, paint them up, and then it'll look like a workshop.
So we got a new saw for our shop, and we got this shop for one specific reason. The slides are on the side here instead of on the back. So it's a very space-saving model, so we're able to build the cabinets 24 inches deep. Now 24 is a very important number because you can get 2 rips that are 24 wide out of 1 sheet of plywood. If we went 25 deep, we'd only be able to get 1 rip out of the sheet of plywood, so it basically doubles our plywood costs. So the cabinets would have been, almost twice as expensive. So we figured we'd invest in the saw, save the money on the cabinets, get more space in our garage, and it's probably about a wash on overall costs. So we really don't have the space for a cabinet to come out to here to account for a deep saw. And there are ways around that, like we could have a cart that slides out, but still we're dealing with this much space, and it would just be very cumbersome to do this. So this is the direction that we went, and we don't regret it.
Transformation in the garage. You can see we got the doors on, the hardware on, pull handles, that really cleaned up the shop really nice. So now we got it all done. We're going to go ahead and crank on another project. We're going to build ourselves a wood box for putting all of our scraps into. So instead of that cardboard box that's about ready to implode. Okay, so first thing in this, obviously, my wife, she likes plans. I don't know, she really does. But we're going to go ahead and cut some 2x4s to length. I got my Craig J stop here set up with my chop saw. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting. I'm going to show you how easy this Craig J stop is for production cutting lumber. It is actually really nice to use. Got some pretty junky boards. They're nothing fancy. Obviously, you can tell they were probably reused form boards or something. Now, beans, I just put this back in the shop because I had this saw out, so I'll make sure my stuff is right on and it looks good. Now I can start production cutting. Yeah, you know, what's really funny is actually that all this is just, didn't take that long, maybe a couple hours to paint.
I felt like it was going to take forever, but in reality it really went fast.
One coat deal.
Yeah. So, cool. So you'll be seeing lots of this, of course, in videos to come.
Are you super excited to get started on the next project?
Yeah. So our office is pretty much done. I'm sure we'll be tweaking it a little bit here and there to get it just right. But for the most part, the main cabinet system is done. It's painted, the doors are on, it looks good. We've been doing this for 10 years now, and finally committed to a somewhat nice office space. We get a lot of people asking why we don't have a separate shop, why we're using one of the bays of our garage. And the short answer is we have a baby and we like to work at home, and that way we can run over and feed her and then run back to work, and we're not running to a separate building. But we will be working on a shop in the next couple of years, if not next year.
Yeah.
So
Well, we get it
patience.
eventually, but you know what? This is really nice. In our house, you just walk downstairs and you can crank out projects. So I'm sure everybody's got a little space in their house they could turn into a wood shop, and you know, you don't need a great amount of space. You could obviously build this for yourself and be set up the same way. So it's a win-win for us because we're always in the shop.
This is our Christmas present to each other, to have a nicer workspace to work in, and you know, you'll be seeing lots of this in the future. So we're pretty excited to have it, and we'll be able to just start cranking out those projects. So thank you so much for watching this week, and we wish you guys a happy holidays, and we'll see you next Monday.
See ya. Merry Christmas, honey.